Hey YouTube, how you guys doing tonight? Kevin here coming at you. This ain't gonna be like an extremely long video because, well, the sun is setting and, well, you know how daylight savings is. So anyway, we're back on the MT1 here with the KDX 50 engine. So we got this thing up and running, as you guys know from watching the videos, and we had to make the front engine mount. So I explained to you guys how I had to do it, and I want to do a special shout out to my brother Clay. Thank you for helping me weld that up. And he welded up the motor mount. And here it is. Right here, guys. So it is all welded up and ready to be installed. And my wife ordered, special thank you to her too. She ordered the chain. And it came with a free tool, guys. A chain breaker. So this right here came from Amazon. Okay, 420 chain. It was 137 link, and we in the tool to cut it down. So it is a Chinese tool, not a big deal, but once again, if you treat them right, they'll treat you right. So we got the chain breaker, the chain. It comes with the master link, so that's all set there. We're not going to install the chain tonight, and I'll tell you why. Because we have to order the 2 tires. So we're going to do 2 tires to this bike. We're going to order them over the next couple weeks. Get those coming in. And the rear brake cable. We have to do the rear brake cable, the 2 tires. The exhaust was just ordered the other day. So that's going to take a few days for that to come in. It's coming in from Florida. And of course the gasket. So I did a video on cutting the exhaust. It came out like crap, so I'm not even going to post it. I'm going to explain to you guys what I did. Okay, so what I did was I cut off this part right here of the exhaust where it starts to turn down. Okay, so this right here was onto here, and I cut off a little piece of the heat shield. I just kept it because right here is where the tab is. On the other side, I don't think you can see that or not. But anyway. So I cut off the tab, and the reason for this is because we're going to use this factory exhaust. So this is going to be up here like so. It's going to fit on the bike like that. And then this is going to be capped off right here. And then the exhaust on this bike comes up on the other side. So it's going to run back, and it's going to go into this exhaust from the side there. I'm going to try to make it look as pretty as possible, and it will work. This right here will keep his legs protected from the heat, and the same thing with the other side when I do that. Now the exhaust system that I ordered for this bike is not for the KDX 50 or the Suzuki Junior. I actually got the four-wheeler exhaust because I wanted the pipe. So I got the one for the four-wheeler and the gasket that'll work onto it, which will be perfect. It'll bring, so the way it's going to work is the exhaust pipe is going to come up from under here, come up the side this way, and then into the exhaust. So it's going to actually go into it this way, and it's going to enter right back here where you can see the back side of the exhaust. The reason why I'm doing that is because the exhaust has to be on this side, because we have the carburetor on this side. So a lot of people were asking me, Kevin, how are you going to do that with the exhaust? The exhaust and the carburetor are on the same side and in the way of each other. Well, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it in a way it's going to look okay. So it's still going to look cool. However, it's going to have a little bend to it and coming around. You'll see it. It's not going to look crazy. It's going to look all right. So that's the exhaust. Once that's all painted up, it's going to look good. I got, let's see. So we're doing the 2 tires and tubes. We're going to do the brake cable. The brakes are good. I have extra brakes for this if they need them. So you save stuff like that because they're crazy expensive. So I do have an extra set of good brake pads for this bike if I need to use them. And really, once the exhaust is done, the chain is on, the tires are done, and the brake cable's done, this bike is running and driving. So, and of course, we're going to have to adjust the carburetor a little bit more. That's pretty much it. Just a couple little things of paint, and this bike will be squared. We're going to do a couple of little modifications to it, like we're going to be putting training wheels on this bike for my son from the mini bike, so he can actually ride this. And yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool. So it's gonna be fun. Can't wait to finish that off. So let me get you guys, I want to see if that that mount is dried yet. All right, yeah, the mount is dry. It's looking good. So we're gonna throw that in if we can. I'm gonna have to put you guys in the stand, but let me go do that right now, and then we'll be right back. Now, I did this whole entire build for this motor mount by eye, okay? So I really didn't measure it all out completely. So bear with me, because I might have to modify and might have to twist and bend a little bit, but we're going to try it anyway. Looks like I got the wiring harness right in the way right there. Coil wire comes up like that. Alright, so I tossed the two bolts in there. Got this one here. This is the lower one. And then of course you have the upper one. Right there. And that's how it goes in. See if you guys can see that or not. I'll zoom you back a little bit. Right there. So we got the front engine mount is in. Just got to tighten that up. And now this engine is completely bolted down. That fit right in there. I didn't have any issues. It was a little hard with the camera, so I had to move you guys. But I got the, what do you call it there? Motor mount is in. So, top tank bolt is in. So now the tank is finished. The motor mounts are all done. So this engine is completely bolted in. I just got to tighten up 2 nuts. And then that's it for that. So then the next step would be to do the tires and the chain, do the tires and tubes in the brake line, you know, the rear brake cable, and then that is it, guys. That's it. That's where we're at. That is not bad. And then we'll be doing a first, we're going to do a video on driving this thing around. I can't wait to hear it. It's going to be awesome, and it's going to be fully functionable. Guys, this thing is awesome. So, let's see here. Front motor mount's complete. Back motor mounts are complete. Engine is secure. Charging system works. Fuel system works. Oiling system works. All the systems of the engine work. Now, I just got to do the exhaust system, the brakes, the tires, the chain, the rear brake cable, and then this bike is done. So we're going to be doing some videos on that, and then I got to get a decal made up for the back. We're going to do that same decal right there. That's 75, but we're going to do one this is 50, same font, and put that on there. So that is pretty cool. And then after that gets done, we're going to get crack-a-lacking. Well, we're going to stop on that, and then maybe tomorrow night we'll get crack-a-lacking and start working on this bike again. We have a lot to do to this bike. So we had a storm come through, blew a ton of leaves over everything, but at least the fuel system's clean, carburetor is clean, everything's done. So we're going to start working on this thing again this weekend coming up. So we have a lot of stuff to do, and we have to do the 2,000 mile checkup. We got to do the 2,000 mile checkup on the KM100. Go through the whole thing and check all the systems. Check some of the bolts that tend to loosen up. Because this bike right here has 2,050 miles. So I'm going to be changing the oil in the transmission. We're probably going to do that over the weekend. We're going to check the air filter, check the plug, order whatever it needs, and go right through it. It's got new tires on back and front, new inner tubes back and front. That part's all good. The brakes are good. Everything's good on the bike. But nevertheless, I always go through the checklist. We're going to check the tree. I know I got to replace these handlebars. These handlebars have been bent since I got the bike. So we're going to do that. We got to get a pad for this. We have a lot to do, guys. We have a lot of stuff because these bikes are going to be restored over the winter. And but before I can restore them, I want to make sure that they're 100%. I also want to show you guys a cool tool that I picked up off of, yeah, believe it or not, Facebook. I got this, it was on an ad for pulling out bearings. And I broke down and bought one, guys. It was 37 bucks. Hold on one second, I'll go grab it. So this tool right here was advertised on Facebook, 37 bucks, and they showed guy pulling wheel bearings out. And I do a ton of wheel bearings, like on the KV75s and the MT1s. The bearings are kind of a pain in the neck to get out with a flat, whatchamacallit there, with a flat, with a punch. So I got this cool tool here, and I figured, you know what, I'll give it a shot, see how it goes. So we're going to be doing a video on, yes, you heard it, removing the wheel bearings with a Facebook tool. And this was $37, free shipping. If you want to get it sooner, you could pay for shipping. I waited 2 weeks. It came in. It's actually not bad quality for a Chinese tool. This goes up top here. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So it's one of those things that'll, what do you call it there? Pull the bearing out. Right there. So I'll show you guys how that all works. So anyway, that's in my cool tools. And I wanted to show you that. So anyway, guys, short video tonight. I'm off. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And I will be talking to you guys later. Have a great night. Bye.